Is the devil responsible for everything negative and bad in the whole world? Oh boy.
So I love this question.
Me too.
Because it is something that sometimes I think we need to really think on, because it's so easy to, well, like Flip Wilson, the devil made me do it, honey. But you know,
yes.
But the fact of the matter is, while I inherently believe that, the devil is behind everything that's evil. So I definitely believe that, and I agree with that. However, that does not excuse me from my responsibilities and my actions.
And your choices.
And so this is where we get into trouble, because lots of times, now some things, you know, like one time one of the questions was on lying. You know, and we were even able to point out, well, this one lied in the Bible. Now, it still doesn't matter. We're not supposed to lie. And it has to do with the inability to handle the truth, perhaps the consequences that are going to come as a result of that. So the thing of it is when we look at wanting to blame the devil, I think sometimes we give him too much credit, because by me constantly blaming him and not being accountable for my own actions, I am not tapping into the grace of God, which is the enabling power to keep me from doing so.
That's right. Do you have a scripture?
Well, I have a scripture, and I agree with Flo about personal responsibility. But in Psalm 18, David says, and he rejoiced because Saul was chasing him, and he was in caves and hiding and had his army, and that he wouldn't touch Saul. And he says, you have trained my hands for war. Sometimes we have difficulties because we're supposed to be trained for war.
That is good.
We are supposed to be trained to go out there. How do you face opposition unless you've gone through? David, the lion, the tiger, the bear, whatever it was, the lion and the bear, sorry about that, adding to scripture. He was trained for war, and he thanked God after his release from trouble that you trained me and I got skilled. And the other thing God does, he disciplines those he loves.
Yes, he does.
Sometimes we need the discipline of God in our lives. Flo was saying about lying or whatever else. We don't learn how to do the right thing. We learn obedience by the things we suffer. Help me, Lord, don't make me go through something else because I'm saying this. But you learn as a disciple. We're not perfect. We're learning. We're all in progress.
That's right.
We're considerate of one another's flaws, hopefully, and tolerant, that God is teaching us. Someone might be there in that aspect, and I might not be. So I think it's discipline and training. A lot of times, that's the reason we're going through struggles, deep struggles.
Yeah. Well, talking about training, you know, you don't go to war without knowing who your enemy is.
Yes.
Right? I mean, there's an awareness of who he is, what is he doing, what's their tactics,
That's right.
what have they done in the past, what, you know, you've got to, so there is an awareness of the thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. But Jesus said, I've come to give you life. He's going around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. It says to even give the devil no place.
That's right. I like that.
I mean, he wants to come in with weapons of bitterness, jealousy, offense, hurt, and he wants to take you out. He wants to take your marriage out, your mental health out, your life out. So, I mean, there's an uber awareness. Oh, yeah, I've read a story about that in the Bible. I know what that tactic is, and I'm not opening the door to that. I'm gonna forgive. I'm going to move on. I'm going to get past it.
Yes.
And don't get in his trap. He has traps.
That's right.
To take out Christians. So not everything is on him, but he is very real. And there's a lot of evil in the world. Like, my question to the Lord would be about sex trafficking and human trafficking.
Yes, and
so
why? Corey, what do you have?
I don't think you can doubt the evil that are in humans or in Satan.
That's right.
And it always bothers me when people are, joke around about, oh, we're going to be partying hell together with Satan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People are so cavalier about hell and Satan, and I'm like, this is nothing to joke around about. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but
Right.
against the powers of the darkness.
Right.
It is real.
Yes.
Evil spirits are real. Satan is real.
Right.
And we need to face that.
There's
And
this-
he operates by strategies. I like
Yeah.
what you put up. And one of the strategies the scripture clearly tells us is to wear the saints out. And he does that through all the things that you list. And some of our challenge is, back to your point about understanding that we have enlisted in the war,
Right.
you don't fight a strategy with just a tactic. So we, you know, somebody that's a strategist, they'll put something in place right now that they know will unfold 50 years from now, you know. But a tactic, I'm just addressing it in that moment.
Well, there's a song that says, this is how we fight our battles. And of course, that's worship and praise.